Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man Sai. We've just learned that Antoine Semenyo has a £65 million release clause in January for the first 2 weeks only. This is a channel of substance and abundance, and I'll give you the hot news, breaking news as quick as it comes, especially because I'm in Miyazaki, Japan, 9 hours ahead. I can do it before you all wake up. So yeah, wake up to something nice. Kappa chaka macalino. I don't know, cappuccino. That's a play on words. Anyway, I reckon we will be right in there and go for it. You know why? Because Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have talked about opportunistic signings, right? Lucho Diaz, we wanted him for the summer, but Tottenham agreed a deal for him. Opportunistic signing, we went in for him. Felipe Coutinho, Inter Milan, we found out they'd be willing to release him for £8.5 million. We know how that deal turned out. Opportunistic signing. Antoine Semenyo is the natural successor to Sadio Mane that we haven't had for ages, because Lucho Diaz is a different type of player. Can shoot left foot, can shoot right foot, speed. But the most important thing about Antoine Semenyo is dynamic speed. Now, unlike Cody Gakpo, who has speeds in a straight line, backwards and forwards, not laterally, not in a 360 peripheral vision kind of way, or Salah, who's lost his speed, but he's still got the ball playing skills. Whereas Michael Olise is probably the Mo Salah replacement. So the next generation, Salah and Mane, let's get them in. First of all, with Semenyo, like Mane being signed first, Mane started on the right wing, shifted to the left wing for Salah. Olise, obviously coming in from the right-hand side, plays there for France as well. It'd be really good to see, because Olise is Premier League proven, has bag of tricks as well. He's a wide playmaker, somewhat like Mo Salah, somewhat like Eberechi Eze as well. He's not an out-and-out winger, whereas Semenyo is an out-and-out winger, a powerhouse who can go around the outside with that shooting ability. Now, Semenyo can play up front as well, even though he's a failed striker, which is why he finds better space and more attacking threat and intent from the wing position. But for everyone who says now that we don't want Liverpool throwing money at the solution, I say that's a little bit BS, and I'll tell you why, okay? Liverpool have no oil baron owners. We are not cheating financial fair play. We've earned the wiggle room in financial fair play due to our success on the pitch, having done it the right way. Commercial dealings, great commercial and marketability and acumen in Asia, the Southeast, in Americas, in everywhere as well, okay? FSG have come in and put the commercial engine behind Liverpool with the massive shirt sales, the sponsorship deal with Adidas, the stands having been finished, the training ground having been finished, and the ability to lure the top class talent as well. When the iron is hot, you strike and create the best Excalibur sword that you can find. Pull that mythical sword out of the stone in Arturian legend, and you know I love me some UK, British born and bred, right? I reckon we can start building the next generation now. Why do we have the wiggle room, and why can we do it? Because Semenyo, by all accounts, has a dream to move to a top club, as stated by, is it Cook or someone who's their director of football at Bournemouth, succeeding Richard Hughes? They're not going to block Antoine Semenyo. They can't block him. £65 million release clause. Their season will go because they've lost their Zabanyi. They lost Dean Huijsen. They lost Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez. I do like Kerkez. He'll come good eventually, right? They can't stop Semenyo leaving the first 2 weeks of January transfer window, and they'll have time to reinvest it as well. I reckon Liverpool will be right in there because it's opportunistic. If we don't do it, someone else will do it. You don't want him to end up at Arsenal. You don't want him to end up at Man United either. Okay, so opportunistic, and he will probably play in place of Gakpo. I hope Salah, gets rotated, because Semenyo does play on the right-hand side as well. And obviously, at the AFCON, what better time to agree a deal? January the 1st, get him in, and he can cover the right wing spot in the absence of Mo Salah, who has to come back and fight for his place. I love me some Mo Salah, but he should be fighting for his place, as should everyone in the team. Now, I name-dropped Bastoni as the natural Virgil van Dijk successor. You know that in 18 months' time, Van Dijk and Salah's 400k and 350k is off the books, right? The net book value is depleting all the time. They would have contributed. And for everyone who says, why did we offer them a new contract? Well, there was a Hail Mary of content, media creation, and fan favoritism for re-signing them. So there you go, done and dusted. Okay. And Van Dijk is contributing. Look, you can't say it was a bad decision, because on the face of it, we won the Premier League last season. We re-signed him, the feel-good feelings were great, and it probably contributed somewhat to getting Wirtz, Isak, Ekitike, Kerkez through the door. Now, Mamadashvili was definitely a opportunistic signing, right? He's in the Donnarumma, Jan Oblak kind of mold. Great shot stopper, great presence, huge, willing to learn, willing to compete, willing to sit on the bench, second line behind Alisson Becker, who's coming back after international break. Get in, Ali boy. Love me some Alisson Becker, right? Best goalkeeper of my lifetime so far. Alisson Becker is good to go for at least another 2 years. Mamdashvili will by this time. Kelleher has shown that he's a proven number one. Him and Mamdashvili, they're thereabouts equal. Obviously, Kelleher's got the twinkly feet and Irish charm as well. Quality player, but he deserves to play week in, week out. Mamdashvili will be able to buy this time. He comes in as part of the next generation growth. Bastoni could be the Van Dijk replacement. Left-footed, also can play left back, Gavardio-esque. Left back, like Nathan Ake, and a left centre back, and in a back three as well. Mark Guehi, people are calling his aerial dominance into question as well. Premier League proven, front footed. The ability for Bastoni and Guehi to be comfortable in the ball and bring the ball out is a weakness that covers for Ibu Konate, who's been shunted the ball time and time again by the opposition. We need to stamp out that issue. Apparently, Konate's been offered a contract that puts him within the top 5 to 10 highest paid players at Liverpool. If he doesn't sign up, he's a madman. But look, he's still quality, got physical attributes in his Premier League winning partnership with Van Dijk as well. And Van Dijk has not had a terrible season. He's had a terrible season by his standards, making a mistake. But if you look at his metrics and his contributions, he's still easily top 5 in the Premier League, and that's what you want. And his captain, fantastic leadership, quality, abilities. Look, he's Liverpool through and through, and we need that for the transition. We hope that Mo Salah, being the assist king last season, would have helped with transition, but obviously he's got different agendas. He missed a Vert's assist, which means Verts doesn't get the assist on the board. He's fluffed his own chances, and he's been a bit too desperate trying to shoot his chances. But he's a proven commodity. We've stuck with him for 2 years. You can't sell him because he would have to want to go, and Saudi Arabia would have to make him an offer that he has to accept, and Saudi Arabia has to actually make him an offer because there's no other possible venture. It won't be America. No other club in Europe will want him for his wages and his age profile as well, and his declining abilities. So we have Mo Salah and Van Dijk, and we've got to make the most of them. Now, for everyone who says, have we got the squad wiggle room for Bastoni, who would take a foreign slot? Yes, we do, because we had one for Gio Leone, and he's injured. So he's off the Champions League books, which means Chiesa came into that as well. Bastoni is an Italian brethren of Chiesa, even though Chiesa rejected Gennaro Gattuso's call-up. Interesting, that one. And yeah, Mark Guehi obviously takes a homegrown spot. Harvey Elliott would take a homegrown spot as well, but don't know, Slot never played him anyway. So is he best served on Villa's bench or is he best served on Liverpool's bench? He's in between a rock and a hard place because we can't loan him out again, I think, if we call him back. So yeah, there's that as well. But Semenyo coming in really adds dynamism, adds pace. We're so lacking pace in the wide positions unless you shunt Ekitike out there. But he's more of a versatile forward than an out winger, right? And we've got 2 inside forwards in Salah and Gakpo. The only real winger we've got is Rio Engamoha. And Slot doesn't play him because of the youth and maybe the off-the-ball positioning and discipline and press as well. But all I'm trying to say is Liverpool are opportunistic. When the opportunity is there, like Gio Leone, you sign them. Like Mamdashvili, you sign them. You sign the players to assemble the Avengers, the ultimate squad, and you go from there. And I think Semenyo at 25 years old is of the right profile. In fact, I think he might have got a deal agreed with someone already. You know why I say that? In the summer, he had lots of suitors and he signed a new 5-year contract with Bournemouth. It's probably a rolling release clause every January or summertime, thereabouts, for a fee. Maybe 65 million was agreed, right? So you're going to say that there's going to be suitors in for him. He's 25 years old, reaching his prime. You're going to get at least 5 years of his prime to reach Sadio Mane-like heights with quality shots, physicality, pace, acceleration, determination, and he's going to want to win things because he hasn't won anything with Bournemouth, right? So Antoine Semenyo really ticks a lot of boxes, a lot of boxes. And Michael Olise is not realistic in January and then in the summertime as well. He's one of Bayern Munich's best players. It's going to be really a hard sell and a hard pull to get him. Is it one or the other? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But Semenyo is attainable because of the release clause. And we know that Liverpool love themselves a release clause, having paid Dominic Szoboszlai 60 million outright. And what a steal that was, right? Having paid the Alexis McAllister £35 million to Brighton, what a steal that was. And Richard Hughes would know all about the intricacies of Semenyo's contract, having signed him and with the close links to Bournemouth as well. So it'll be really interesting situation. And I think things can be resolved in the transfer window if that is the direction we want to go. And if Slot persists with this 4-3-3 with Gravenberch in a single pivot, there is no room for another defensive midfielder to sit alongside him because you need a ball progressor. Now, Gravenberch progresses it from the deep position because he can see the pitch in front of him. McAllister between the lines is a more difficult role. He really needs to come to form. When he plays well, we play well. And Szoboszlai is all action man, right? And you're going to have to try to squeeze Verts in the mix there. Did you see Verts' assist, for Germany? That's the kind of thing we're missing. But he's produced the goods and the balls time again. We just need finishes. Antoine Semenyo can definitely finish, as can Ekitike. And when Isak's up to speed as well and actually gets delivery from the wide positions, then we're going to start to see things cook. I really want to see how this squad shapes up in the AFCON in the absence of Mo Salah. And look, some surprising things really could happen as well. As a World Cup, yeah, Wataru Endo could potentially be loaned out, you know, to get some minutes in his legs as well. He's taking a foreign slot. I love Endo, but never forget, right? I really like Endo, but I love Liverpool more. I'm a Liverpool fan. If we can sign someone that Slot will actually utilize and start, right? And I don't think he will start Adam Wharton. And I don't think he would start that profile player because Gravenberch occupies that position and you're going to need someone to replace what McAllister offers in the build-up or maybe what Curtis Jones offers in terms of ball retention because Soboslai is a fixture in the list as a Gravenberch. So with Gravenberch and Soboslai, there's only room for one position, whether it's a Carlos Baleba or an Angelo Stiller, someone great, right? Wataru Endo maybe deserves the loan out. He might be signing Antoine Semenyo just to bench Chiesa even more. Any excuse to bench Chiesa, Federico. Maybe that's why we signed Semenyo. And when Jeremy Frimpong is back as well, let's give Slot some breathing room, some space. Everyone's had some time to reset now in the international break. I anticipate good things. It's November now. Silly season is upon us with these transfer rumours, and I'll give you them thick and fast. Big shout out to my main girl, Christine, in the chat. You've got a granddaughter, Rosie. Congratulations as well. I hear your papa is a Rangers fan. Sure, Rangers can be your Scottish team. Make sure you support Liverpool FC in the Premier League as well. Thank you to all the members for giving Ato the best happy birthday messages. I'm going to play them for you right now. You guys are the best.
Happy birthday, Eto-san. I hope you have a great birthday. You have a present arriving on Monday. Let's go!
Eto-san, otanjo biometeto gozaimasu. Your dad is so proud of you and so are all of us. Happy birthday, Mushroom Boy.
Happy birthday, Eto!
Right, Jamie Rennie, LB, Dennis Mann, you are all in the draw for exclusive kits. Speaking of exclusive kits, Soccer Atos is having a Black Friday 25% off, a free worldwide shipping for all the kits and goodies. Grab yourself a bargain, grab yourself some quality footy kits. The code I'm going to bring up for you right now on his side is LFC JAP 25. Starts November 20th. This coupon and voucher ends on December 5th. Grab yourself a bargain. 25% off. Thank you so much, Soccer Atos. Super generous, my man, for sponsoring this channel. New kit giveaways are on their way as well. Congratulations to Yonga for winning the last competition. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. A beautiful 11,592 subscribers so far. Let's see where we can get to by the end of the year. Let's check out who watches the videos week in, week out. That would be a tasty 63.4% of you are subscribed, which means 36.6% of you are subscribed but watching week in, week out. What are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Like the video as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you join the YouTube member section as well, right? Lots of exclusive members content coming up. Being a bit behind in that, being a bit under the weather, and with Mushroom Boy Ato's birthday. But I will be making the content very, very soon for you guys. And as always, every month, exclusive Japanese goodies and snacks giveaway as well. We'll do a lucky wheel at the end of the month. Join as a YouTube member, get free goodies indefinitely. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Things will turn for the better. We've got a good fixtures run coming up very, very soon. Let's see who Liverpool play in the next few fixtures. I have a feeling, right, we're going to rack up some wins back to back to back, and I can't wait for it. It's overdue. We've got way too many losses in this season already. Times are changing, and we got to make sure that we get back onto that perch. Nottingham Forest at home, Saturday, November 22nd. Should I do a live stream? I might do a live stream. I'll do a Football Manager live stream this weekend, by the way. Cute Japanese girl Mickey is joining as well to co-host the channel. I've got the footies on with Andy Cantwell coming up next week. Keep your eyes on that one. 30th of November against West Ham. Oh, that's a tasty 2 p.m. kickoff. I'm going to be live streaming that one for sure. Yes, it's going to be a nice few weeks, right? So we've got PSV in the Champions League, crunched in between there. Nottingham Forest at home. West Ham away. Is that Sunderland at home, Leeds away, Inter Milan away, Brighton at home, Tottenham away, Wolves at home, Leeds at home in the new year. That's a good run of fixtures. That's a really good run of fixtures. Let's crush Inter Milan and still Bastoni. Thank you so much for joining. Much love, y'all. Miyazaki man Ichiban. It means the best. Jane means ciao.